Hello. This practice is called Jala Pulse, and Jala is Sanskrit for water. And so in this practice, we'll be exploring fluid movements with the arms, and then if you would like, you can also incorporate the legs so that you can enjoy the experience of embodying your fluid nature. And so I'll invite you to come into a comfortable standing position, which you may want to kind of widen your legs out and slightly turn your toes out. And if you were to take a gentle kind of knee bend, find a distance that feels comfortable to you and your knees. And to center ourselves, I'm going to invite you to bring your arms into a kind of compassionate gesture towards yourself. And for each one of us, it might be different. Some ideas to offer to you are you could place one hand on top of the other. Maybe you prefer doing a fist and then the other hand on top. Maybe one hand comes to the chest and the other rests on your belly. Or even maybe just giving yourself a gentle hug. So in this moment, what feels centering, collecting, compassionate to you? Let yourself take a moment to feel that gesture. And with these hands, I invite you to bring your hands in front of you, maybe starting with palms up. And as you inhale, invite the hands to float up. And then as you exhale, turn the palms down and let them float down. So inhaling, they float up like a wave rising. And exhale, that wave dips. So each one of us is going to have a different rhythm of breath, so time it to work for you. Let it be as small or as big as it feels right for you. And you can either keep your legs steady, or if you want, you can add a little movement with the knees, that as you bring your hands down, the knees maybe pulse down, and then you press back up. And if you need to step wider just to keep your knees comfortable and happy, please do so. Can you imagine that you are pushing down through water and being buoyed up through that water? And just notice how this up-down motion feels in your body. The next time you're up, let your hands come to the heart space, palm to palm. And then we're going to push out with the arms and then let them pulse back in. Inhaling to expand and exhale to flow back in. And again, maybe keeping the legs still feels helpful, or perhaps as you push out, you bend the knees and then they straighten and collect back in as your arms come in. Let yourself play with this so it feels nice in your body. Notice what it feels like to push out and get big, and what it feels like to come back into center. And it could be a small gesture, so you could have a big intention, but stay a little bit closer to your center. That's perfectly okay as well. Next arm gesture is let your hands come down, and then as you inhale, scoop them forward and up. And as you exhale, it's like they're washing down over you. Scooping forward and up as you inhale, exhaling, letting the arms wash down. And so if you want to add the legs, when you scoop, you squat down, letting itself rest down with each breath. Feeling a sense of soothing your body, refreshing your body with water as it cascades over. If it feels better on your arms, maybe that circle moves out to the side and then floats down. Inhaling and exhaling. And then last, structured arm play Let yourself come back into center. And then can you turn your palms to face one side and push out to the side, and then turn and push to the other side. Letting the arms flow, swaying from side to side. And you might find that your torso wants to kind of follow the flow of the arms. Maybe it would feel nice to bend a knee and start to come into a bit of a lunge and have your whole body spill to one side and flow to the other. And that arm gesture, it might kind of change. Maybe it starts to make this infinity sign. Or maybe you imagine you start to finger paint the space in front of you. So I invite you to be now creative with this. Water flows. It has this inherent fluid nature, and so start to play with it. Maybe there was one particular gesture that we did that really spoke to you, and you can go back to that, or you start creating your own. Letting it feel good. Enjoying a few more pass-throughs. And then gradually let the waves get a little smaller and smaller until you come back into a centered space. Maybe coming back into that gesture with the hands that you began with. And thank you again for practicing with me.